There we go. There we go. People be knocking things off. You never know what's going to happen. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta. Hold it down. Bring that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people, today? Oh, yeah. Coming with another wonderful episode of Loungin. We're having a good time. We are chilling. We got Space Age 3K in the house. Good to see you. Yo, man. Arcatron is dope. Arcatron is crazy good. Much love to him. The Space Bridge is out now. Go cop that ish. But before we get started, I'm not by myself. Oh, no. I'm joined by the awesome Lady Lisa. Say hey.
Hey.
So, guys, I know 2 weeks and things have been crazy. I've been trying to drop stuff for y'all. Keep dropping heat. We will be back on our regularly scheduled this Friday. We here. I'm just trying to do things. We here.
Will we? Will we?
We're shooting for it. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I want to give a big shout out to Blurdish, Thought Crimes, Princess Monique Films, who came through on the channel yesterday. Big shout to, of course, the Four Horsemen that do Beast Vibes Life with me. PL Parker Lewis that has an album dropping this week. Fleece in stores from my man, of course, Anwar Highside. And, of course, Arcatron that has the Space Bridge in stores. Much love to them. And the Arcatron logo right here. And I wanted to get off to some good news, because usually we do this show and it's always bad news, all right? So we're going to get off to some good news. Good news, my birthday was last week. That's why things got pushed back a little bit. My birthday was last week. I made it another year. I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still strong. You know what I'm saying? And so that's good news. And I figure we start off good news with Netflix. Netflix has brought a good amount of UPN to us. This is an easy, fun story. Netflix brought, they're going to be bringing, well, they already brought Moesha. We're going to get The Game. We're going to get One-on-One. We're going to get Sister, Girlfriends. The Parkers, Half and Half. So all throughout, from here to October 15th, we'll be getting basically UPN on Netflix. So that's some good news too, a little something, because I know while you guys are out there moving along, fighting, protesting, supporting protesters, things of that nature, sometimes you need a mental break between all of the craziness that we're seeing. And in this case, you can take a break and see some black love or some black family or some black comedy, you know what I'm saying, while you're getting your break on. And thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you. So that's some good news. I think it's cool. You know, The Game was dope. You know what I'm saying? Well, just in general, UPN was dope back in them days. You know what I'm saying? Much love to UPN. They held us down when no other nation, no other station will hold us down. You know, NBC wasn't playing it. ABC wasn't playing. UPN was our home. You know what I'm saying? That's what we had. So, you know, that's some good news, a little good news before we get into the crazy news. Thanks, Hassan. What up? Thanks for the birthday love. So, you know, that's some good news. But we do have some other news to get into. Whew, all right. Well, you know what? I think I'll try to start smooth with the news we get into, which is kind of, you know, just an example of how black people are singled out again and again. So we're here in California, and they've passed this new referendum or law that's like all these parties that are going on, people like these COVID mansion parties up in the Hollywood Hills, they're like, look, we're shutting them down, don't be doing them, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is after, like, numerous white celebrities have been doing it, all right? Right. White people have been having all kinds of parties.
Because they've talked about it on the news.
And white YouTubers. They've been talking about it on the news. Now, today, there's a Hollywood Hills party. But it seems to be, at least from the pictures that we've seen from the helicopter flyovers, that it's mostly,
it's black. It's
if
blackity
not all,
black.
It's a black party.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, we got the police out. Now it's time to enforce this law.
Yeah, now all of a sudden there's citations.
Yeah, citations, and we got to enforce this law now.
Isn't this interesting?
At first, when James Charles and Logan Paul or Jake Paul or whatever, whenever they were doing their parties up in Hollywood Hills, which is that way? No, Hollywood is that way. Anyway, when they were doing their parties, no police. It's all good. See? You know, now all of a sudden it's citation time. Now it's all we gotta make an example of somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, hey, keep your eyes open, because look.
Now, not to say they was right.
No,
These
not
all
to say
wrong.
that they're right.
But it's just funny how you pick and choose who's going to be punished when everybody is doing wrong.
Everybody been doing wrong, but only the black people gonna get the citations.
Now it's too much.
Now it's we gotta lock down. So just guys, putting y'all up on that. Also, there was a report about the spreading of COVID increasing with familial gatherings.
Yes.
Like little cookouts and stuff where just families getting together. It's still a big deal. People are dying. I know it's not being reported that people are dying, but people are dying every day from this. The death rate, at least in California, is somewhere around 3.3%. That's a lot of people. I know folks won't be like, oh, 3% isn't a lot. When you're talking about people gone, family members gone, people dying, folks having to dig in their savings, if they got it, to put your butt in the ground, 3% is a lot. Especially during the time when people ain't got money like that. You know what I'm saying? At least not everybody.
Not to mention with this COVID thing, y'all, don't forget that once you get hospitalized, you don't have anybody coming to visit you when you have COVID.
Because they won't allow it.
They won't allow it. And so these people are dying alone.
Yeah.
They're dying alone. And the family members get a phone call saying, your family member died. Not they're going to die or pass, you should come up here. No, they're gone.
Yeah. And so black people, please take COVID seriously. Please. Look, I'm so tired of seeing y'all out there with no mask, no gloves, no nothing, just walking around like it's like there's not a pandemic going on. And the funny issue here is that it takes me back to an article. I wish I remember who wrote the article, but there was an article where the headline said, "You may be done with COVID, but COVID ain't done with you."
Yeah.
This virus is still out there. And I think it's probably going to get worse the further we get into flu season. Now, we're not in flu season yet. We just getting ready to get on the cusp of hurricane season.
Yeah.
But let flu season hit. I think it's going to get worse. Guys, y'all got to protect yourselves.
Honestly, I think what may help, flu season not be as bad is because people aren't going to be out as much as they used to be. You know what I mean? To get the flu like they were before. So I think in terms of, it being a bad flu season, I think won't be a bad flu season. Hopefully.
And Hassan said people are saying goodbye over FaceTime. It's really sad.
Man, I can't imagine.
Man, yo, for real. It's not good out there. So y'all, please.
I don't remember the last time I've been in a store.
Man, I'll be masked, gloved up. I be putting sanitizer on everything. I don't be playing no games. Yeah. Because I don't got no time. I don't got no time for all that. You know what I'm saying? I had someone that came into town and I was like, nah, bro, I can't do it.
No.
I can't meet with you. What you think this is? Nah.
Yep.
But just it's real.
Yeah.
I know it seems like it's not real. You look on TV, you're like, yo, man, I don't see nobody dying. And unfortunately, I think similar to the Iraq and war in Afghanistan, I think we're going to need to see pictures of body bags before people are like, oh,
nope,
people are dying over this.
Nope. Because the thing is, this is the problem. I think it's a lot of people that are like, well, I don't know anybody who died. I don't know anybody who knows anybody who died. Or
so
I don't
it's not real yet.
Right. I don't know anybody who knows anybody who caught COVID. And it's like, it's so unfortunate.
Because we live in one of those, like,
somebody to die.
Because we all have our own algorithms now. If no one in my circle died, then COVID doesn't really exist.
Or it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Shouts to Nick Hollywood G said, I go to the store at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday. No one is there. Yo, I'm telling you, like, it's just protect yourselves. You know what I'm saying? For real, protect yourselves. It's real out there. It's real in the field. So speaking about COVID, we actually, there's been new reports. They've been reporting, but there's new reports about, because of course, continuing the conversation of going back to school. And now they're talking about vaccines.
Yeah, so
and I know you've been reading up a lot on this, so I'll leave this one on you.
Well, something caught me when I was on Facebook today. So like Michael said, we are in California, we're in LA, but I still keep up with news going on at home. Being Richmond, Virginia for us, I still keep up with what's going on there. And I saw a post, and I'm looking at it right now, and this is from Richmond Public Schools. It says, although we will begin classes virtually this school year, the Virginia Department of Education still requires that all public school students receive required immunizations in order to begin the 2020-2021 school year. And I'm like, but why? But why? They're not setting foot in a building. I understand kids being required to have immunizations when they're all together, of course, to protect them and protect the teachers. But they ain't in nobody's classroom.
Nope.
So how is it that the Department of Education, as I read up more, it's not just the Department of Education, it's required from the government that kids be immunized. But how can the Department of Education require it at this point when kids are not even going to school? I feel like the government is using the Department of Education, withholding education from children to enforce immunization. It's at a point, and they were able to do it before because it's like, oh, well, they're going to school to protect themselves and protect each other, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. But now they're at home. So how can there be a connection between getting immunizations to protect themselves at school when they're not at school? Yeah. And
it's similar to where you were talking about the homeschooling.
Right. If you're homeschooled, you're not required to get immunizations because you ain't in school. Now, if I'm wrong on that, please somebody correct me. But from what I've seen, I haven't seen anything about immunization requirements when you are homeschooled. Yeah. It may be different in different states. Please let me know if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, because we're really talking about from the standpoint of California and Virginia.
So I just, it caught me because I'm like, I feel like the government is overreaching, and it's the principle of it, and it's the fact that they're using, they're withholding or threatening really to withhold virtual education from children in order to get them to get immunizations. And it's like, why do you care so much? Because I want to know what's in it for y'all. Why do you care so much?
Yeah, it's one of those things where this is not an anti-vaxxer thing.
No, it's not about if you're pro or anti-vaccination.
Yeah, this is not about
this is about the government overreaching and using education as a
kind of like
cover.
A carrot
to get kids to have immunizations. Because my thing is, they're not coming into your school. So how do you have authority as the Department of Education to say what these kids can and cannot, should do in terms of vaccinations? They're not coming into your building.
You can't take authority over someone's personal choices and decisions
in this manner
when they're not connected to you in any way.
Well,
You're
not in a physical. They're
not going in your building.
They're not going in your building.
That's like a school could say, no shoes, no shirt, you can't come in here. Well, you can't say no shoes, no shirt, and you can't learn online. You don't know whether I have shoes or, well, I guess maybe put a shirt on. Let me take that back. But what I'm saying is, okay, for instance, you can't take a knife to school. All right? It's a weapon. You can't say, well, if we're teaching y'all online, you can't have a knife at home. You know what I'm saying? Right. You'd be like, what you mean? It doesn't matter whether I have a knife right now or not. It doesn't affect you because I'm not there. You can't make decisions or try to impose your will on me when I'm not in your space. So yeah, that's more the issue, not the issue of anti-vaxxer, because I'm definitely not on that. Get your vaccinations that you need to get. Not every vaccination is necessary, but get the ones that you need to get. But this is about the government using almost education as like a punishment. Well, not really as a punishment, but more like we'll punish you
by not
giving you education if you don't get a vaccination.
Yeah, and so Hassan said the shot chart and schedule aren't related to school. They are a societal requirement. They are a legal social health requirement. Well, the school has made it a relation to school. The school requires it. And so, but if what you're saying is true, to go along with what you're saying, if the shot chart and schedule aren't related to school, then that furthers my point. Then they shouldn't be saying that you're required to still have it.
Yeah, because
you're not going to.
From what I've experienced growing up in the great public schools of Chesterfield County, but what I've grown up around is you have to have certain vaccinations to be able to go to school. So for me, the relation was not so much. Well, I mean, of course, societal, because you get vaccinations, so you don't be getting people sick. But more so, you can't come to school unless you have your vaccination.
Right.
That's kind of like what, at least in Virginia, how they ran it. I don't know how they run it in any other states. But in Virginia, it's like, if you don't have your vaccinations, you can't come to school.
Yeah.
And which is cool, but when you're online and people aren't able to go to hospitals because hospitals are telling people, don't come here, and doctors are saying, don't come here unless you absolutely have to, then how can you tell someone to get a vaccination when you know the access to vaccination is not only limited, but could be an unnecessary risk to you to go get it when you're not even going to school in the first place?
Well, that's one thing. And I'm not really taking that argument. My argument is you don't have the authority, or you shouldn't have the authority to say one way or the other. If a parent believes it is important enough to go and do it even through COVID, do you. But my problem with this, the reason why I'm bringing this up, my problem with this is the Department of Education taking this stance and saying you have to be vaccinated in order to do classes online. And my thing is, how is it that you have the authority to do this when this has nothing to do with the kids being in school? They're not in anybody's building. Yeah. I'm not speaking against vaccines. I'm not speaking for or against vaccines in
this is about kind of more like the overstepping.
Yeah, this isn't about
the vaccine I'm coming itself. At it from, even if you did have the authority, how there's a problem there. But of course, Lisa's coming from, you don't have the authority to do this. And if we give you the authority to do this, that's just one more thing that you're chipping away.
Thank you.
As far as the limited liberties we have. And I guess Blurty said they unless it's some type of time thing, if they're blindly estimating a return.
I'm glad you said that, Blurtish. Somebody else brought up that point when I was talking about this.
And what up, Markeith? What up?
Somebody else was talking about that point when I brought this up on Facebook, and I said, and I've found, I believe, 3 different articles where this was discussed, and they talked to reps from the Department of Education and so on and so forth. Not once in any of those articles did anyone bring up that they're doing this because they're anticipating kids going back to school. What they were saying is they did this because they're seeing numbers drop in terms of kids being vaccinated. That may be true. But again, how do you have the authority as the Department of Education to enforce this so that kids will get vaccinated? Who gave you that authority? Who put you in charge of that? It's 2 separate entities. If this is required by the government, that's one thing. Then the government needs to figure out how to mandate this. You don't use the Department of Education, and you don't go and say you can't register for school if you don't get your vaccinations because the law says you get vaccinations. How you gonna put the school in it? We ain't going to school. Ain't nobody in the building. That's my problem. That's the problem I have with this. And I just, I'm getting upset about this because it seems like nobody is understanding where I'm coming from with this. And it's like, I hate to see when the government is possibly overreaching. And I know a lot of people say, well, they were supposed to get vaccines anyway if they were going to school. You know, and if it was 1999, I mean, you know, we could if all day. They ain't going to school.
Yeah.
They not in school. And the other thing is, well, they may, you know, later. Okay, then say, if we start school, or if we, you know, the next 9 weeks, we'll be coming in school, then say your kids will be required to have vaccines before we come back to school.
Yeah.
I mean, how you gonna say, well, I'm gonna make them get it now just in case we come back late? What kind of foolishness?
Well, shouts to 2 comments. Blurted says, vaccinate these dumb adults who can't wear masks. But Hassan speaks to something where it makes sense, because we know how your boy DT gets down. Said they're doing this to protect the pharmaceutical industry too. The first people Trump met with were them. So yeah, because remember, if people ain't getting vaccines, because just like Black Friday, retail expects to get a certain amount of money. Well, this is the time of year that pharmaceutical industry expects to get a certain amount of money due to new kids coming to school. Meaning like, all the shots you got to get for kindergarten. So they're expecting all those kindergarten kids to generate X amount of dollars. Say if kindergarten kids nationwide generate $20. And I know I'm just making that so the math is easy. So say it's going to be $20. Well, if 80% of the schools are closed, then that's like, that messes our projection up. We might only make $2. You know what I'm saying? 2 is far from 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to figure out a way to still get our money up. You know what I'm saying? Well, make them get it anyway.
Yeah, tell them they can't register for school anyway. And nobody's going to ask questions. Nobody's going to say anything.
Nobody's going to ask any questions.
And it's like, I don't even have a kid in school, and I'm livid.
So Blurty said, and I think this is Keith. Let me know if this is you, Keith or Mark. But said, I'm in the wrong business. I should have been a drug dealer. Pharmacist. Street pharmacist, my brother. Oh man, but it definitely. I wouldn't put it past this on the pharmaceutical industry trying to be like, either. Our money ain't the same. We got to get our money up.
Because it's like, I'm like, why am I the only one that seems to be
thinking
about this?
The second you said it, I was like, well, why does it matter if they're at home? And like the second you said it, and everybody else is acting like it's okay. But of course, we're in this state where it's like the government says it, so it's all right. You know what I'm saying? And that's all right. What up, Keith? Keith Coop in the house of Blurtish. So that's one thing. But I'll let the schools go for now. Because our kind of final story. Mm-hmm. There's a young lady that all y'all know. She's a household name. She's white. She's a lesbian, and she's a dancer.
She's a dancer.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh wow.
Oh, everybody love Ellen, right? Household name. Everybody love coming sitting on Ellen's couch. Well, not exactly. All right, Boogsworthy said, low-key, people are trying to buy certain pharmaceutical stocks just in case they make a successful vaccine. True, yeah. All right, so back on your girl, Ellen. Ellen's, it's been rough for like the last week or two for Ellen. All right, so apparently there's been some shakeups at the job. And a lot of people have been coming out, against Ellen saying like, hey, I've been discriminated against. People have treated me wrong. The executive producers have done this. They wouldn't let me take time off. They've said cross things about my race or about my sex. And it's been coming fast and furious. And now you got people like Portia de Rossi breaking their silence. You got people mad at her on LGBT side for people that she, like, whether it's with Kevin Hart or whether it's with George Bush. Or then you got issues with her with the Dakota Johnson interview, where DeGeneres asked her, said, who doesn't want to be invited to a party? And then Dakota Johnson says, I didn't even know you liked me. But I did invite you and you didn't come. So, and then DeGeneres says, are you sure? How do you know? I don't think so. And then Johnson says, ask everybody flatly, drawing an audible gasp from the audience. Ask Jonathan, your producer. So, and this is back in 2019. So this is, all these things are slowly building. And this is from the you know, like the celebrity side. And so then all of a sudden, people come through that were working for her. Like, for instance, you guys might know, if you don't know, she's doing her, or she has been doing her show from home. Well, she sent home her main crew. And what would make sense to have her main crew come and shoot at her house, right? No, she went and hired another crew, didn't tell her main crew about it, and they're just stuck in the wind. So they mad about that. Then they got all these other people like, oh, well, she just let her producer say this and that to me. I had to fight to get time off when I was pregnant. All kinds of stuff where she seems generally elitist. And she seems to generally be showing her mean girl side. Now, does this really matter in the course of everything? No. But this is to bring it back around to what we've talked about a lot. 2020 is killing celebrity culture. 2020, and now I'll be talking about this more on Wednesday when I get some more research. But now we're hearing stuff about Talib Kweli, Common, you know what I'm saying, Erykah Badu from Jaguar Wright, who used to be with The Roots and all them back in like the mid to late 90s. So, and maybe even early 2000s, I'm trying to remember, maybe into the early 2000s too. But man, celebrity culture is taking an L this year. We finding out, because think about it, before this year, or well, kind of a little bit last year, a little bit, before this year, Ellen has been kind of Teflon. You know, you've never been able to really say anything about Ellen. Ellen, she's a nice lady. She makes jokes and stuff and has a great show, and she's kind of a household name, Ellen. And she's another one that now, I think what it is since people are at home so much, they're not, and help me with this. I think people aren't as, I guess, taken for this ride through the glitz and glam of Hollywood, because the glitz and glam isn't here right now. We're all at home.
Right.
So there's no glitz and glam to, like, you know, like whisk you away into this land of make-believe where Ellen is perfect and she never does anything wrong and she just dances and has fun with people. And now it's like, oh, Ellen is kind of foul. And then kind of also hiding behind her producers. But she's not the only one. You got Terry Crews, where it's like, oh God. It's like, yo, it seems like celebrities in general, they having a rough one, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, I'm kind of surprised at this whole thing with Ellen DeGeneres. I am surprised, you know, but I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
There's a funny, because there's a Twitter thread that came out in March. And this dude, Kevin Porter, says, right now we all need a little kindness. You know, like Ellen DeGeneres always talks about. She's also notoriously one of the meanest people alive. And I ain't gonna front, if you look at a picture of Ellen, not one from the show, not a production photo, but like a picture of Ellen out, you see all them wrinkles? All I'm saying is, hold on, Lisa. Hold on. You guys come with me. Just ride with me for a little bit. Look at the wrinkles on her face. Let me see if I can get a picture of her up on the screen real quick. See, man, look, just search. I'm going to put this picture in the chat so y'all can see the wrinkles, all right? And I want y'all to go with me for a second, all right? I just want y'all to go with me, all right? Just go with me for a couple of seconds, because I know y'all going to be like, yo, Michael, you foul. Y'all wrong. You ain't right. All right, look, check it. Up in the chat, I'm going to put this link in here. Click on that link. Let me know if y'all can see it. Y'all should be able to see it. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can see the link, and then I'll go after that. So, all right, there's mad wrinkles. If you look at her face, you know what I'm saying? And it says, Kevin Porter says, I'm gonna respond to this with the most insane stories you've heard about Ellen being mean, and I'll match everyone with $2 to the LA Food Bank. So, Blurted said, Ellen and Anne Rice vampire. She sucks life forces. All right, so hopefully
she's just getting older and she has wrinkles.
All right. Now look at the wrinkles in this face.
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. She doesn't have wrinkles around her mouth. See, when people are mean.
Oh, she got wrinkles around her mouth.
No.
You see these wrinkles?
Michael,
Did you click the link?
I'm looking at it.
All right, go ahead, hit me with your knowledge.
Usually there are those deep frown lines, and you could like see the lines going
it's
down.
Lines here, man.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
You can see the lines going down on a person. Usually when somebody's mean, they're frowning and all scrunched up all the time. She has crow's feet around her eyes. Her neck is getting that thing, but it's not all in the mouth area, because usually when people are mean, they're all frowned up and all. She don't have that. So I just stop.
All right, so now you guys see the picture. I see the picture. Now I want to ask you, when you see that face, all right, look at that face, look at the wrinkles. Palpatine. All right, what I tell you,
Michael,
Palpatine.
that is a far reach.
Palpatine.
That is a far reach.
I just want to put that in your head. Palpatine. Now, when you think about Palpatine, think about Ellen. All right, look at how Ellen, she running everything on the outside. You think she good? Palpatine seemed like he good, right? Palpatine was just a noble statesman,
Michael.
And then he was manipulating people behind the scenes.
Michael.
And next thing you know, he's the emperor. Then what's going to happen? Then he gonna get dead. Then he gonna come back from the dead and try to kill Rey too.
Michael.
Man.
Compared to Palpatine, she's Mr. Rogers. Okay.
All right, maybe she's not.
Stop.
But we don't know. We don't know. Do we know if she's not as bad as Palpatine? Do we know? I mean, the stories that we've heard already are pretty bad. All right, and then look at the teeth. Look at the incisor on the left side.
I need you to stop. You need to stop breaking down her physical appearance.
Man, no, this ain't got nothing to do with face shaming or woman shaming.
I didn't say any of that. I didn't say any of that. Now, did I? I said you need to stop breaking down her physical appearance. I didn't say anything about a woman. I didn't say anything about anything else.
But what if you see similarities? Can you not say you see similarities?
Between what?
Between her and the emperor.
But what does it have? Why you got to go to her physical appearance? So, what they got to do with anything?
Because that's what I mean. What else does she have that looks like the emperor?
This issue at hand has nothing to do with her appearance.
Yes, it does.
How so?
Because the dark side breaks down your physical appearance. When
Michael.
you feed into the dark side, it makes your body look bad and like withered and stuff. And I believe she's been feeding into the dark side. If you got whole articles from the Washington Post talking about this is Ellen DeGeneres and a storyline of her breakdown of her meanness, that means you've been feeding into the dark side. You've been feeding into that energy. You know what I'm saying? She wanted unlimited power, all right? And she got it for a little bit.
Blurted said, I think of an evil Keebler elf when I clicked.
Instead of bringing you cookies,
right.
They like come and steal all your cookies and stuff.
Or they just be burnt cookies.
They like burn them on purpose and like force you to eat them. Or they be those cookies that like the one kid's mama that always be bringing baked goods that like they taste like their house smells. All right. But this is just another way for us to get in to break down, guys. Celebrity culture is not all it's cracked up to be. And I know we all love celebrities. We love movies, love TV and stuff. But we got to stop buying into them as much as we do. Because, well, celebrity culture, we could essentially say that it's celebrity culture plus Cambridge Analytica got a celebrity in office. And we can also say that celebrity culture had us asleep at the wheel on a lot of these people that would like to either speak to us or speak for us. And what's up, Alan Lewis? Nice to see you in the chat. So all I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? Look, just be careful on your celebrities. Because it ain't looking good out in the streets, y'all. It ain't looking good out in the streets. And I would say that when you feed into, okay, all right, think about this. Look at Ellen, right? You saw that picture of Ellen. Mm-hmm. Now think about it, and rest her soul. But think about any of the Diane Carroll. You know what I'm saying? Think about Diane Carroll. Did she look like that? No, because she didn't feed into the dark side. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. She didn't feed into the dark side. So that's how you know. That's how you know. I'm just telling you, y'all. Let me know if I'm tripping. All right. But yeah, Alan Lewis said 2020 is the year of getting exposed. Man, like Homegirl, it was crazy when Dakota Johnson came on and was like, you know you don't like me. And Ellen was like, and then you got people with full threads about how mean you was or mean you is. And then you got people at your job saying like, I can't get the right time off. I'm not getting paid right. They're not letting me get this kind of consideration or that consideration due to my disabilities or anything like that. Come on, man. You think, and they're trying to be like, oh, it's only the executive producers that did this, not Ellen. Can't do that, Ellen. The buck stops here. That's like, all right, say NERDSoul, boom, NERDSoul blow up, pow. NERDSoul's killing it, right? I'm a household name. Everybody know NERDSoul. I got my own show. I got mad people working for me, right? And then so people be like, yo, I got pregnant and I couldn't take no time off. Or somebody was telling me that I can't wear my hair in braids because it's too black, or I can't do this, all kinds of stuff. Or people saying like, "Ooh, both of y'all have braids. Y'all must be like sisters and stuff." All that kind of stuff. All kinds of like sexist, racist, ableist, all kinds of stuff going on. People can't take time off. People ain't getting paid right. All kinds of stuff. And then me, NERDSoul, when people ask me, be like, "Man, y'all need to talk to the executive producers." Be like, "Hold up, ain't this your show?" It is. Y'all know black people be tougher on black people. So y'all be like, NERDSoul, this your fault. All right. So now, how that Ellen fault? And then you see me all wrinkled up. I be bald headed and wrinkled. All right. There's two things that don't match. All right.
You looking like a Sharpay.
Thank you. And then people, I had to wear a toupee or something to hide out and wear shades and stuff so people would know who I was.
Have you wearing a ski cap year round?
Look, I'm gonna just say this, y'all. Look, it's all good. It's all good to enjoy these movies, TV shows, and all that. But just don't buy into celebrities. Celebrities, they need to chill for a little bit, because celebrity culture is getting exposed on a whole nother level. There's a whole bunch of people that you thought was rich, and once you saw a Zoom, you saw inside their house, you like, I hope this is the second house. I hope this is the guest house, because you living like I'm living. But you running around talking about you got all the money in the world. You in a 1-bedroom apartment. But anyway, Blurty said, Key said, but I bet she fun when she get lit at a party. She one of the first white folks to jump in the bus stop line. Miss Carol was gorgeous. Boogsworthy said, it's not looking good for Common and Badu either today. Yeah, Common and Badu, man. We'll cover this on Wednesday with BVL, but I got to do some more research. But those are some spicy allegations. I'll say that. I am extremely interested to see how hip hop Twitter, hip hop YouTube continues to fall out with these, because there's a lot of stuff that is said that definitely warrants at least requesting a comment. Comment, we request comment on, because there was not any, when it comes to like Erica, when it comes to comments, some of the stuff that was said, I say this. You better get out in front of this fast. Don't let this fester. Don't be like, I don't even have to dignify that with a response. Don't do that. I'm going to just say that. Don't do that. It's not a good look. But with that said, guys, thanks for rolling through. We came through on a quick episode. We've been missing y'all for a while. We haven't kicked it with y'all for a minute. So, you know what I'm saying? We wanted to show y'all some love and say thank y'all for rolling through.
You have to blame that on the little short person.
Yeah, I had to blame that on that baby. Oh, no. We did have one more thing to cap off.
Oh, what's up?
Colorism.
You know what?
All right, guys. You know we got love for y'all. Y'all black, we black. We just want to keep it real. All right, so So, do you want to talk about you?
Sure.
All right, you go ahead.
So there was a news story on the news here today where they brought up the Miss America. She's an Indian. Well, she's of Indian descent. Of course, she's Miss America. So and so she goes there. They start talking about these companies that have skin lightening products. They're problematic, and it's an issue. And so they go and interview her about colorism. And I understand that there is colorism within the Indian community, but hello,
in America, let's go on and say, let's go on and keep it real.
Wow.
In America, the person that should be, especially when talking about skin lightening products, the people that should be speaking about colorism in America are black women. That is who skin lightening products are marketed to en masse in America and abroad in most cases. Now, yes, there are dark-skinned Indians. I'm not saying that there aren't. I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm saying that we're in America, and if you wanted to speak about colorism in America, it would be nice to see someone that has
black
that has maybe seen the effects of colorism
black
in their life.
Black.
Not some Miss America winning, pageant model.
And because she started talking about how, I guess back in in her country, they were saying, "Oh, is she too dark to be Miss America?" And I'm like, first of all, you're barely dark. Like dark
she's not dark.
Maybe she's dark to her people.
Yeah,
but I was like, okay,
like she almost passing the paper bag test.
I
mean,
mean,
come on,
dark compared to white, yes.
Okay,
but it was just annoying, like. For real.
It's just funny because you have the news like, hello, beautiful, not even dark Indian woman. Why don't you tell us about colorism? And I was like, Lisa was like, hold on, what? So we gonna have her.
So this what we gonna do? And then they finally do interview a black lady, and she's not even from America.
Yeah, they go get some black woman from the UK, and before y'all come in here, I don't have any problem with any of my brothers and sisters from the diaspora. If you black, I understand you. We all parts of the slave trade, unfortunately. But what we're saying is that in this specific issue is an American issue with an American news that we're talking. This should be us. Stop coming in and speaking for us in our system. See, I wouldn't come to try to speak about black issues in the UK. You want to know why? Because I don't live in the UK. I've been to the UK a couple times, but guess what? I can't tell you what racism is like there. I know racism exists, but I can't say I'm going to sit here and speak on the news about colorism in the UK.
It's like they purposely went everywhere but to us because they know if they ask us a question about that, we gonna have to go back to the root, and the root of it is y'all.
Is slavery.
Mm-hmm.
The root is European Caucasoids. It's white people that did this. Like they're talking about because they were saying all kinds of stuff except white supremacy. They were saying anything but slavery.
They did a Savion Glover.
They was tapping all around. I'm like, no, colorism is a practice instituted by white supremacy, continually perpetrated day in and day out, but most especially utilized during slavery. I can answer that. I'm not no intellectual scholar. I ain't a rap scholar, you know what I'm saying? Maybe make you holler, but I ain't.
And they want to act like these skin lightening products. That was the whole purpose of this whole thing. Was that there's an issue with skin lightening products. Well, why? Why is that an issue? Why would people want skin lightening products? Do tell.
Guys, and then you got like L'Oreal and stuff like, we're not going to use the word lightening on our products anymore. But it doesn't matter.
It's still the
That's
same
not the
product
issue.
for the same purpose.
Thank you. The word lightening isn't the issue. The reason behind people buying your product is the issue. You taking the word lightening off of your product. Oh, well, we're not going to use skin lightening anymore. We're not going to use, fair skin or whatever. We're not going to use that anymore. That doesn't change the effects of continued colorism that's tucked inside of racism.
I'm not going to call you a crack addict. I'm going to call you, I don't know, crack.
Crack substance abuser.
You're crack challenge. Like, it's the same thing.
Same thing. So, guys, that was just an example of, like, once again, white America, white supremacy news in general, going all the way out their way to have someone else tell our story. If this was, best believe, if they were going to do a story in Brazil about colorism, where it is crazy in Brazil, they are not going to call NERDSoul to tell them about colorism. You want to know why? Because I don't know nothing about Brazil. I know they got the big Jesus. I know Bolsonaro is crazy, but that's all I know. I don't know nothing else. I mean, they got the Amazon, the snakes and stuff. But I mean, you can't expect me to come and speak on it.
Oh, and you right, Blurtish. Opioid user. Like, man, look.
Boogsworthy said all those chemicals in the creams can't be healthy for your physically long term. Nah, not
absolutely
at all.
Not.
Yeah,
but anybody who's to the point where they have said, I need to lighten my skin and I'm gonna buy this to lighten my skin, they don't care. They're at a point where they're so focused
because they're now desperate in some cases to try. Because I mean, we hear stories all the time about, especially in celebrity culture, where they're like, "You're too dark." Yeah. You need to lighten your skin. And I remember there was an episode of Moesha, because Moesha is now on Netflix. Gabrielle Union was on an episode, and you said, "That's Gabrielle Union." I said, "Yes, it is." She said, "She ain't that dark." I said, "Yes, she is."
I was shocked.
Let that sink in. I'm gonna just go look at some old Gabrielle Union.
I was like, Gabrielle done lightened up through the years.
How that happened? How someone get older, get lighter? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
And it's funny because when I was younger, I used to use, I guess I started out, using it because my mom had it, but then I used to buy it myself. It was like this little white jar with like, I think red and orange writing. There was a skin lightening cream that I would put on my knees and my elbows. That's what my mom taught me to do. Keep them light.
Because you don't want to have them black elbows.
You don't want them black elbows.
You want your elbows to match your skin.
Right, but I never dreamed in a million years that people were doing that on their whole body.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And shouts out to Tyler Bennett coming through with $4.99 for the super chat. Yes, good to see you up in here too. Always good to have Tyler Bennett in the house. Never know what he's gonna say. It's just crazy.
Oh, Blur said, ask Lil Kim and ask Sammy Sosa. Man, look,
yo.
I don't know what in the world happened to them mentally and emotionally.
But I mean, think about it. We're already in a structure in America that says the lighter the better. Now they're in an even smaller bubble that says you're too dark. Like, people have openly said it. Like, the girl, I think she was in the UK, but she said some talent agent or whatever literally said, like, you're too dark. We already have one of you.
Oh, was it the girl whose mom was in Soul to Soul?
Yeah, that girl. So, you know what I'm saying? So now you have people openly telling you too dark. You got to get light. So, I mean, I'm sure it eats away at you, but y'all, we got to stay strong. Look, we black. All right? Look, that's it. Stop it. All right, just stop that mess. Because look, just stop it. But yes, go look at some old pre-popular Gabrielle Union. Go look at Gabrielle Union, say before Bring It On, and you're gonna be like, this is Gabrielle. Yeah, Gabrielle. Yes, Gabrielle too. Blurty said, by the way, shout out to you. Shout out for your comic book reviews. That work's still relevant. Slanging them books you review. Black nerd content out here winning. Yo, man, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Check out Blurted. Check out NERDSoul. Check out, Thought Crimes. Double Toasted. For All Nerds. Black Tribbles. They out there, man. Black Hokage. Ill Streamer. Black Hokage, he is not for your kids though. Don't bring no kids to that stream. And a whole host of like other folks that's out there crushing it right now.
Marquise Collins says Sammy Sosa looked like a DC villain. Look,
man, yo,
I'm gonna tell you what. Him and Lil Kim both look like they could have been part of the skit when Eddie Murphy. Remember when he did that?
When he was white? Yeah,
because their skin looks that same way.
It looks like comically white.
Exactly. It's lightened,
it's not
but
like
it has
a
that
white
gray.
person.
It has that gray undertone.
Or not even like an albino person. It just looks like, because albino has a natural, like, vibrant look to it. Theirs looks like
artificial
and dried up.
It's like you can still see the black underneath of it, and it looks weird. Like you can't get. It's like you can't get rid of it. So it just looks artificial because it is, and it looks. Lil' Kim looks scary. I'm sorry, little kids must see her and scream. She looks, and she was so pretty. She was
fine how she was.
She was a pretty girl.
You was already fine when you was.
She was. But the problem is, she didn't see it. See, that's the thing. If everybody else can see it.
He said uncooked lunch meat.
Ugh.
And why you had to use luncheon though? Like you had to use
it is
the full
luncheon.
term.
It is luncheon meat.
Oh boy! Shouts to Mr. A in the house. But yes, guys. With that said, thank y'all for rolling through. Just wanted to drop a little something. We got tons of cool stuff coming this week. I will be streaming tomorrow some more Streets of Rage 4 because there's some updates on it, and I'm still trying to unlock everybody. We got hip hop this week with Beast Vibes Life, of course. We got a couple of interviews, dope folks with cats dropping albums, some cool stuff. So guys, y'all stay tuned.
Look out for us doing another Black Together. I know we
Black
fell
Together
off
on Sunday.
Blame it on the little short person.
Sunday we got Friday we'll be back with Loungin. Of course, Sunday Black Together. Geronimo Smith says Ambi was a product line that marketed to urban communities, quotes, with lightening and whitening creams and balms.
I forgot about
There was a
well-melanated
melanated woman on the box cover and all.
I remember. When she said it, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember Ambi.
I remember Ambi.
I think they still are out there.
They probably are. Let me hit that Google. Hit them Googles and that DuckDuckGo.
I already got you. Yep.
Oh, you got it? Ambi still out there?
Yep.
Is it 2 eyes or just one? It's 2.
1.
Oh, it's 1? Oh,
Ambi
cool.
Fade Cream.
Fade Cream.
Ambi Even and Clear Daily Facial. Blah, blah, blah. Fade Cream. It's supposed to be for like, discoloration on your face.
Yeah, like if you have like, acne and dark spots.
Yeah.
That's what they say it's for.
Right.
What it's really for is to lighten your skin. That's what people really.
Is, I use like stuff. I can go in the kitchen and mix it up and use it.
Look, it says why Ambi. If you scroll down, it says why Ambi, and it got this girl that's looks so light. She one of them girls is like scroll down where it says why Ambi.
Yeah, I don't see no why.
Don't she look like one of them girls that's like ambiguous?
I don't see why Ambi, honey.
You don't? On the front page, you don't see that? You ain't. Oh, hold on, I got you. I'm gonna drop this in the chat, y'all, so y'all can see this real quick. Here go Ambi. All right, going to peep that link. When you get about half.
Oh, because you went on the website. Okay.
Halfway down the page, it says why Ambi.
Cynthia Bailey is.
Why Ambi? So you can look ambiguous because
that is not what they said.
But that's what they're saying visually. Visually, what they're saying is why Ambi? So you can look like this.
Oh, that's not a good look. And they got that fake black soap too. Don't buy that black soap.
Don't buy that fake black soap. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to know where to get back black soap, holla at your boy. I'll put you up on it. But there ain't no real black soap.
Black soap should never look perfectly black.
Yeah, they faking you out. But see, why Ambi? Ambi is a trusted name in skincare with legacy of products proven to cleanse and moisturize skin of color, leaving it smooth and even toned. Ambi Skincare continues to embark upon a journey of creating high quality, affordable products that deliver proven results.
I'm pretty sure Ambi is not
and
black
the proven result you want is some ambiguous girl. Now, with that said, I don't have anything against ambiguous girls. I have a problem with a skin evening tone using an ambiguous girl as the, how should you say, goal of your product. Yeah, it's like Geronimo Smith said exactly what they said it's for. Blurted said radio plug voice. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Don't, hey, look, your brother can read. All right? But notice.
It's one of the reasons why I married you, baby.
This is why I married you. But notice they say acne, dark spots, face, body. But look at the bodies that they got on there. Ain't no acne. Ain't no dark spots. So
because the product works, Michael.
Look where it says body. It has a darker to light. They got a dark girl, like a medium, and then a light skinned body. You know what I'm saying? So it's trying to show you like you can go to this if you want. You can get light if you want to. Look, man, and then look where it says at Ambi Skincare on the Instagram. Look at all these pictures of all these women. All these women are light. Scroll up above Y Ambi. Okay. Light. All right, one medium tone, shorty. Light, another medium tone. Light, and then some fake black soap. So, look, y'all. Look, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got you. Look,
and then you got Cynthia Bailey up there. Come on, man. I mean,
she is, a brown tone. I wouldn't say
she's brown. I'd say she's brown.
Yeah,
but don't give me, man. Come on, man. Come on. Why Ambi? So you can be ambiguous.
But why do they have her in a black and white picture though? She has beautiful.
Because they don't want her to show as brown as she is. They trying to look. They like, look. We want you to be white. Wow. You saw what they did on Beyonce. Remember that big old poster of Beyonce on Hollywood and Highland, where they had Beyonce the size of a whole building.
I was like,
why is Beyonce white now? I'm like, look, man, look. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Y'all can make me as white as you want to. I'm gonna make this blackity black video.
I'll make sure y'all Black King.
I was like, this is the blackest video I've ever seen in my life.
Blurted said, I'm ready for Rip Party 2. This is depressing. Oh, man. Yeah, Geronimo Smith said the ambiguous gold standard. Yeah, and before y'all come at me, if any ambiguous men or women, I don't have anything against you. My issue is with the industry holding using you all as a standard as if beauty. Blackness is not good enough.
Right.
So my issue ain't with you. It's similar with reparations. My issue ain't even with white people. My issue, this is between me and my government. This ain't with you, bank teller man, or you, the car mechanic. This ain't between us. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's between me and my government. And this is between me and the beauty industry that continues to poop on people that look like me, that have the skin tone of mine, but then hold up the standard of the Bruno Marses of the world. Like, for instance, all right, you see how this is not to crap on Bruno Mars. If Bruno Mars was as dark as the brother Ralph Angel on Queen Sugar, he would not have the career he has now.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
And that's my issue. So it ain't got nothing to do with ambiguous girls with loose curls and everything, because that's a whole nother issue of the natural hair.
Yeah, girls with loose curls have become the face of the natural hair movement, and it's like,
even though their hair has always been able to be worn naturally, because of it's
socially acceptable.
Yes, of the social acceptable, how should we say, exotic curls that white people enjoy.
Exactly.
But with that said, guys, yes, Rip Party 2 is coming this fall. We got another Rip Party coming. So shouts out to Blurtish, and shouts out to everybody that came through. We are at time. Thank you, Geronimo Smith, for coming through. Much love for everybody. Mr. A, Mark Keith Collins, Blurtish, Keith and Mark.
Where was Miss Chocolate today?
Tyler Perry. Yeah, Miss Chocolate didn't come through, but shouts to Miss Chocolate. Alan Lewis. See, who else came through? Hassan came through. Jenna James came through. She did? Oh, word. Mm-hmm. Space Age 3K came through. And Locust M came through. If I missed y'all, I apologize. But thank y'all for rolling through. Guys, from us to you, we glad y'all came through and started watching. Lisa, say peace.
Peace, y'all.
So, guys, since we mixed it up on the way in playing Arcatron first, I'm going to leave you guys with, of course, SP the Soul Prophet. Beats is dope. Beats is crazy fresh. Check him out. He's fly.
Oh, can I give one last plug real quick?
Oh, go ahead.
We've started watching Queen Sugar. If you have not watched Queen Sugar, you gotta watch it.
We need to do like a show.
Yes.
On Queen Sugar.
It's a fantastic show. Check it out. It will have you from the jump. Like episode 1, you like, I'm in. Yeah. So yes.
Queen Sugar. We should do something for Queen Sugar this week if you can.
Okay.
We'll try to do something for Queen Sugar. So if you watch Queen Sugar,
y'all.
we gonna try to do something for Queen Sugar either this week, maybe Saturday or something. But we gonna Queen Sugar.
Like we binged it. Oh my God, we binged it. Man. Like we made it through 4 seasons in
record time.
Record time. Whole lot of late nights.
Man, yo, Queen Sugar good for real.
It's really good.
So we're gonna leave y'all with SP the Soul Prophet. Much love to y'all. Till next time, this is just us saying peace.
Peace.
I said peace. 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 All right, y'all. SP the Soul Prophet, take it away. Yeah.